Yo Nation, welcome back to the channel, and in this video it's going to be part of another mini series. I'm going to go through my ultimate push day for maximum muscle growth. Now this isn't just for strength, this is purely if your goal is to get stacked. So as I always say, every session starts with some incline forwards and backwards walking, and it's just to get the body going, warm up the legs, warm up the body, warm up everything, and then I'll do some little mobility work, some dynamic stretching before I go into the first exercise. The first exercise for this is the seated cable flies. Now, these are 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. And as my video gets released on the 3 sets of 12 is dead, you will see that it doesn't matter what rep range as long as you're going close or to failure. And these I just find are such a better variation for your shoulder health than dumbbell flies. You're a lot more stable in this seated position. I can get really deep in the stretch position of this exercise. And I just feel with the cables, you get that constant tension, like it's just always on, especially if you pull the bench out as far as I have here. I'm a good way away from it, so I can go as deep as I can. I like to sit in that stretch and really focus on pushing through. Again, most of my working sets, there's no more than 2. I don't really see a point in ever going above 2. I just think that anything you're doing over that, you're not adding extra muscle building quality. You kind of just add in extra fatigue. And I know people chase the burn and chase the pump and the DOM feeling. DOMs don't mean anything. I really mean that. You shouldn't really feel too bad after your workout and the days after. You want to be pushing like that, so as hard as you can. And the next exercise is keeping with the cables. Again, when you're muscle building, you want time under tension. And the incline cable press. 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps. And with these, again, it's all about the stretch for me on the chest. For years, and I was a power lifter and I competed in strongman, and I had what was called bench's chest. In a t-shirt, it looked great. Out of a t-shirt, I had some man tits. No doubt, it didn't look good. I was as strong as anything. I've benched upwards of 160 kilo. I think the best I ever did was 175, but it looked shit. So for me now, it's all about the controlling of the movement and making sure that nothing else is working. As you can see on these, I'm going deep. I do have a tutorial on the channel about this exercise and why I think this variation might actually be the king. It might actually be the king. I do a lot of everything I do for chest is virtually incline or machine, but with these, as you can see on these, I'm starting to stress. I'm really starting to feel it, and I like to make sure I'm really deep. Every rep is forced like that. It's brilliant work. The final one is 1 set of machine press, and it's all the way to failure. I am stacking out this machine, and I am literally putting everything into it. I set it as far back as I can, so it's a hard position just to get into. If you've not got a kick wheel where you can put it out forward, I've really got to get deep on these. But my aim, again, is to go as deep as I can, feel a massive stretch across the whole pec, and really push through. But I'm not locking out on these. This is not a lockout exercise. It's 1 set to complete failure on them. So I'm really trying to focus on, when I'm in the hole, that's the hard part of the rep. That's where most people don't want to be. So you'll see them push quickly out of it. That's where all the growth is. It really is. And if you come, and the negative as well, come down slowly. You see on that, that's a hard rep, and I'm still going again. I'm really trying to push that next rep, really trying, and I get it. This is now an RPE of 1 in the tank. I believe on these, I don't even get the final rep. I go to push, and it's just too much there. Bang. Great rep. Right, onto the delts. I've said it loads of times. I only do side delts, really, for any delts. With all the incline pressing, you're getting a lot of work with that on the front delt. So these are 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. I like to keep my reps high. I like to keep all the tension on the muscle, and these burn like mad. I like to keep my thumb above my pinky. Again, that's simply just for impingement. I've had shoulder impingement before, and it's not worth it. And especially when you're trying to build muscle as well, you are really trying to use only that muscle. So with these, I really try and stay as tight as I can with it. I like to come across all the way if I can with my arms. So I'm really stretching the medial head or the middle head of your delt. I just find these such a great exercise. I do a lot of cable stuff now, especially now I'm old. Like it's it's definitely beneficial. And look at that, that's a failure rep as well. Right, onto triceps. King of the tricep exercise by far. The close grip bench press doesn't come close. These are weighted dips. 2 sets, 10 to 12. I'm up to 20 kilo on these. I can go a lot higher, depending if, especially if I'm just building strength. But these are fantastic exercise for building overall mass on your whole tricep. Again, you get some secondary work in your chest and your shoulders, but the way I'm doing them, I'm not leaning over, so I'm not trying to get it my chest. I will do a tutorial on both of why and where we move in these positions dictates whether we target more the chest or the triceps. But that's full tricep. 2 sets of them, really good. And on to the final exercise. It's a tricep bar push down. I like these just as like a higher rep finisher. And I really like, you just got to squeeze and really stay really tight with it all, making sure that your elbows are not coming too far away. And there's going to be a bit because I'm trying to get a full stretch. And then at the bottom, I'm really squeezing. I like the bar more than the rope because I just think you can control the squeeze better. And I can always seem to just do more cleaner reps. But that's that. That's like my idea of a full push day. And I will do a pull day and I will do a lower body day. And if you're going to follow this kind of workout, I actually think the best way to do it is a push, pull, and then a day off, and then a push, and then legs, then pull. So you're really giving that space. But that's the full workout. And I genuinely think if you follow this, even if you did this 3 times a week, you would make seriously good gains. Keep following the channel, keep watching, and keep getting after it.